Okay, so I'm just making content right now. I've just done a little video about the Sycamore Gap documentary. So another plug if you haven't checked it out. It's on BBC iPlayer right now. It's up the tree. There's Lincoln. Anyway, so recently on the channel I unboxed the Thing, and I'm trying to really get a new PlayStation, so I put my telly right here and just absorb myself into a PlayStation. And recently I've been playing the new WWE game, and obviously I've really enjoyed that. Even though I do agree with my friend Carl McSorley, it's like kind of like he's a massive roster, and then he's a bigger roster, you've got to pay for that roster, and it's like holy fuck, this roster this and this roster that. And I like the inner workings of the game as a big wrestling fan. But obviously I got the Thing. Now I'm in the middle of replaying Far Cry 3. Now I finished Far Cry 3 back in the day on the small telly in the old corner. Even found all the relics. And replaying Far Cry 3 on here, unfucking believable, so ahead of its time. So I'm obsessed with finishing that, right? So I want to finish that, take it off the bucket list, and then move on to the Thing. And basically, Cyberpunk landed on the Game Pass. Now Mitch is always telling me play Cyberpunk, and I think since I got the PlayStation 5 I haven't really taken in the quality of the new generation of games, especially with the 4K television. I have been replaying the new Tony Hawk's game, the old Tony Hawk's game on the PlayStation 4 variant, which is trying to like stop me buying the new one. Obviously appreciate the new wrestling game. Love Dead Space. Kind of give up on RoboCop. I kind of feel guilty for not finishing RoboCop. But then stuff like I've played through the last 3 Tomb Raiders again, and you know that went down Periscope. The first remake was fucking brilliant. Second one's not too bad, and by the time you get to the third one, you're like, ooh, fuck, this is boring and tedious. But again, I was like on Amazon Prime, and obviously I should be going back to the Thing. I want to play the Thing, and then the other night on Amazon Prime deals, I picked up, now it's got a horrible name, Still Wakes the Deep. Okay, so like I was going, right, okay, it's cheap. It was £15-16 or something like that. So I ordered it, it came. It's based in Scotland, so it's not too far from where I'm standing right now. It's on an oil rig, okay. And a bit of fun fact, if you didn't know this, Neil Marshall's third film, before he went on to make Doomsday and stuff like that, he was making a horror film called The Rig, which was going to be the third in the trilogy, The Dog Soldiers and The Descent, which was originally called The Dark, and that never happened. But, oil rig, drama. And I put this on completely fucking blind, and I've been fucking glued to this for the last 2 nights. Waited till it's pitch black, because I put it on, didn't know the crack. And, you know, it's hard when you've got the PlayStation Pass, because you're just like, oh yeah, try that. And it takes a while to get into games. This has had me glued. It's a first-person game, right? It's not a shooter. It's not a melee. It's you know what I mean. It's like literally you get sacked from your job, and they drill into something, and then something comes up. So obviously a fan of the Thing. This is a fan of the Thing. This unleashes something. I don't know what the fuck it is yet, but you're literally going through the oil rig, and it's like kind of reminds me a bit of Doom. Like when basically it's not a big sandbox game. Like I really hate the fact that I redid Mad Max again, playing Mad Max on the PlayStation 5 on a small telly, when I should have been playing it on this fucking thing. Mad Max is fucking brilliant if you haven't played it. But I'm playing this first person, you're going through, and it kind of feels like Mirror's Edge, where it kind of like guides you. Again, Mad Max says yellow, so you're like yellow, I'll follow yellow. And it's there, but it's hyper realistic, and then it just starts getting trippy. One of your key buttons on this game is click to look behind you, and then look back quick, because you're like, I'm gonna hit you, and it's like, that's fucking terrifying. And I've just been glued to it. So, there's a lot of videos on YouTube there. It's got a cracking trailer. Still Wakes the Deep. What a name. But fans of like Leviathan, The Thing, Sphere, Underwater. As I said, this is just trippy as fuck, interesting, and just kind of like makes you want to be a game. You know what I mean? It's like if I found its first, like for example, playing Wolverine back in the day, where you were like, nah, there's not a dog tag there. There's not a dog tag in there. And you would walk around the game. This, it's kind of like you don't have to, because it's not hiding shit. It's just like, right, your objective is to live and get the fuck off the oil rig. See the outtakes. was another game I played recently. Hi, in the outtakes. Need for Speed, remastered. Is it Underground or something? And just fucking playing that, and I was just like, whoa! But no, I appreciate the games. Like Day of the Tentacle, brilliant, that's actually on there. But again, it's like with games, you know, there was an era where I just didn't play them, and I would say the era was really like the PlayStation 4, I've had it PlayStation 4, but you would use it for a Blu-ray player. And I know I'm just wondering for the content here, for the outtakes, but you know, it's weird now, I think, with physical media when it comes to games, because games come out and they're so fucking expensive, and it's like the super editions and the extra features, the content. I mean, I was over the moon the other day when I got the wrestling game, because even though it's been out 4 or 5 months now, it still had the Wyatt DLC, which is £9. Games in the sale, you get £9 content, but then there's content, and it's kind of like Wolverine Origins is probably one of the best games from a movie in my point of view, because the movie's terrible, sorry JJ and Scott, but like the game was amazing, and I literally went through that game to try and 100% it, and you feel like we've got an accomplishment. Now you with the WWE, for example, see, this is Abraham's PlayStation, it's called Abraham Gray, it'll come up, and you go to play the WWE and it'll be like, your email address is linked to your PlayStation 4, and you're like, what, so I can't play the content because you've got to sign in? Prince of Persia was on the pass, you must sign up and all this. I went, why the fuck do I need to do that? Especially if you buy a game, you put it in, and like I said in the Thing game, I'll be waiting, the Thing, you put the Thing game in and it played straight away. The wrestling game, obviously 4 or 5 months down the line, I put that in and it took 3.5 hours to load. And I'm like, alright, you know, fuck. But again, you're streaming, click. And again with games, that's it. I think like with Netflix, when they're always changing the fucking thumbnail, so you don't know where the fuck you're watching. Games, looking physical games, making that choice that you would do back in the video shop where you go, that's a game, that's the cover, I'm intrigued. Do I need to see the trailer? What do I, like people now, right, I'm going to end this now, but people now, I'm talking about when you're skimming across the things and this is the games and you kind of like, this is the game you need to try, this is the editor's choice. Does everyone remember going into Toys R Us and there would be 50 fucking foot, maybe even more, of an aisle to the ceiling, because you're like a kid, and it was the wall, the name of the game, description, screenshots, and a bit of fucking paper in the pocket. And you would literally take out that card and you would go, you would pay your money, then you would go to a hatch, and there we go, there's your game. And you'd be like, this is the game, and you and your friends would sit around and go, oh, Royal Rumble, NES, Jurassic Park, NES, motherfucking Moonwalker. And you would risk it for a fucking biscuit. If it was hard as fuck, no one gave a fuck. And guess what? There was almost no continues, and you would have to start all over again. If you completed Sonic the Hedgehog back in the day, respect. Thanks for watching, goodbye for now.